What is going on YouTube? Hitting back making another brand new Crypto TV episode. In today's video, we are going to be looking at XRP, Litecoin, Bitcoin, Ethereum, as well as the S&P 500 if we have time. Specifically, today's episode, we are going to be talking about Bitcoin hitting $40,000, which was called in yesterday's episode, which is incredible. Surprisingly, I was anticipating $40,000 to be retested in February, as discussed, but not this soon, which is insane to see $40,000 back on XRP retest, or back on Bitcoin retesting all-time highs in literally one day after the call we made yesterday. So insane news, crazy things are happening, prices are going in incredible directions, the bull market is back definitely. But for those that want to know, where exactly are we going to be headed to? Are we going to see a small short-term correction to the downside? These are all very good questions that I'm going to try to answer in today's video. So if you are new to the channel, definitely make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, leave a giant thumbs up, as this does help support the YouTube algorithm. Otherwise, follow me on Twitter, Crypto TV Official, or Crypto V Official. This way, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, you can DM me over there. Now, let's jump into today's episode. Alright guys, so yesterday we hit it literally right on the head. This was yesterday's episode. As you can clearly see in the title, XRP Ripple, price explosion, February target will shock you, Bitcoin will hit $40,000 this month. And if we do a little research into the current coin market cap, Bitcoin has now hit $40,400. So this is going to be insane. This is going to be huge opportunities very quickly for big profits to be made, specifically with the tools that we have on the channel, which I'll explain in a second. So otherwise, huge shout out for everybody. We just broke 27,000 subscribers on our way to 30K, and then eventually 100,000 subscribers, which will be insane. But we are definitely killing the game right now, but this is definitely no time to celebrate. We do have to focus really hard on where exactly these coins are going to be moving to in the next couple of days, as there are huge opportunities approaching for big corrections to the upside and big shorts to the downside. As you can see, Bitcoin is up 6% at $40,000. Ethereum still pumping higher. XRP is kind of trading sideways. Binance Coin doing incredible, and that's pretty much it. So we're definitely having a very hit or miss market right now today. But to jump right into the market, we're starting to see XRP start to teeter-totter downwards. Honestly, I'm going to call it how it is. I do believe we are going to be heading up higher shortly, but I do believe for right now, anticipating the next, I would say 3 or 4 days, I do have to slightly tweak my, my projection and prediction on the markets. As long as there's no market manipulation, as long as there's no, outside forces getting involved in the coin, I'm starting to see a small trend to the downside. You can see this here. It seems like this is holding on to the coin right now. So I am going to start to use this as a reference in means for correcting lower. So I would not be surprised if we start to see XRP head lower. This is a good opportunity to short the coin. That might be something I take advantage of after today's video, as I am anticipating the coin today into tomorrow to head back down to 40 cents. This is a pretty big call, but falling about 4 cents is really not too bad, and it does open some big doors if you do decide to short the coin and leverage trade it at the same time. But the reason why I also think XRP is going to be heading lower is based on the other cryptocurrencies. A lot of these coins are starting to see resistance right now in their short-term markets and their short-term movements. Specifically Bitcoin, I'm going to be talking about that in a second, but I do believe right now for XRP specifically, we are starting to see the prices head lower. So if you wanted to make a target call, I would say 40 cents within the next day or two as we start to short lower. There is clearly a resistance forming right here. I know there's only 2 points of contact, but it is starting to head lower. So I do think 40 cents is going to be the target area we start to see XRP trade into. Let's see if the 4-hour chart will load for me at all. Cool, great. It actually did well. So you can see we're starting to hit resistance here on the 4-hour charts. You can see where the prices are kind of getting rejected and we are starting to correct lower. And we are starting to see a bearish cross on the MACD. These are all signals of reversal. Only small reversal, as I do believe bottom support would be held at 40 and at maybe the most 36 cents. You can see the sideways channel that we are trading in. But I do believe we are going to see a small correction to the downside. And I'm honestly not too worried in the coin falling that low for a few reasons, which I'll discuss in a second. Yes, we do have some some sort of uptrend here. This is actually quite interesting. I didn't notice this before, but mainly because of these other cryptocurrencies starting to have doubts and starting to correct lower, they mainly have bigger opportunities. So yes, you can capitalize off a movement on XRP. Yes, it's only a small short-term correction, maybe of about 4 cents, unless this is going to unravel in some way, but I do think we're going to correct lower. I do believe there are other cryptocurrencies that we can invest into to make an even bigger profit. Now, I am going to be recommending using Bityard, as I've just used this multiple times over and over again, but I'm really hyped on XRP correcting lower, and specifically Bitcoin, which is the topic to discuss today, correcting lower as well. Yes, we are hitting $40,000, but if you watched yesterday's video, you would have known that there are huge opportunities to short this coin. So that's what I want to discuss using Bityard, which I've linked in the description. So mainly what I'm referring to is the fact that Bitcoin is starting to head up. We are starting to see what could be a double top ascending triangle formation, and we are retesting that resistance a little too early for comfort, and there's a good chance it could start to short lower. How do we capitalize off that? By, signing up for Bityard and then using its leverage trade option. You can move it down to 25, you can move it to 50, whatever you want to do, and then literally clicking, like 2,000 or 200 for the 25 times leverage, and then just clicking sell short, gambling that the market's going to be heading lower. Now, I'm no financial advisor, so definitely do your own research, but when you are ready, definitely make sure to check out Bityard. They also offer a demo account, which I've been recommending to all my beginners, as they are not comfortable just yet investing into the market. So by using the demo account, you can trade around with money that really isn't yours. It's play money, $100,000, and the website does not change at all. So you can use every single feature exactly how you would with real cryptocurrency, except now you're just using it with demo money. So it's an incredible feature they've added onto the market, and I love the fact that they have that. So definitely make sure to check out Bityard, as they are linked in the description. But now discussing when to be buying into this coin, what I plan on doing, what my next plan is going to be very big. As you can see clearly to date, right now, we are having a resistance clearly closer to about $41,000. That is where the clear cap resistance is on the coin. You can see it right here, clear as day. I'm now going on the 4-hour chart so we can get a better look. Yes, we are starting to have an overbought market right now, but there is a very small chance we could head up just a little bit higher. I'm also shocked that from yesterday, which was the 5th, which was about right here, so the 5th at 36,000, we shot up $4,000 in less than a day, which is incredible. We are starting to battle this resistance right here. Now, this is what I want you guys to take notice of, and this is where a lot of us are going to make money. I'm going to make a lot of money. Let's say it like that. But once we hit this resistance here, there's a good chance we're going to see a fall to the downside. You can notice long term there is an uptrend. It's ascending triangle, which is on the coin for quite some time. We bounced off this as support. We bounced off this uptrend. We're currently retesting resistance there. There's a very, very, very high chance, about an 80% chance, it's going to get rejected off of here and correct back down to the bottom for multiple reasons. 1, because we're retesting overbought on the market. 2, because we have an overextension on the MACD. 3, because the 4-hour charts are starting to show overbought markets. So really what I'm looking for is for us to maybe retest this just a little bit, and then I'm expecting to see a dump like this. We mentioned this multiple times in yesterday's episode. Correction. Boom. This is what we're looking for. This is what we're seeing. So we're looking for today, if not tomorrow's candle, to close around this level. Notice we might wick up higher. There's a good chance today we could wick up higher. We could retest $43,000 for an all-time high. But ultimately, there's a good chance it's going to close the candle below this resistance. If we see this and tomorrow's candle opens on a red candle formation, there's a very, very, very high chance we are going to see a big short to the downside open up. There's a good chance the market is going to start to see a big dump or a reversal, very similar to what we've seen in the past. Something along the lines of this, boom, then a correction, something like that. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for this immediate correction to the downside. That is huge on the coin. There's a lot of volume and a lot of room in here. You can see the amount of percentage loss we could see. It could easily be a dump of 18%, probably not all at once, but easily a 10% dump to the downside. Leveraging this could make us a ton of money very quickly off a coin which is finally retesting all-time highs. Now, we have to consider the other option of buying in for the upside. If at any point today or tomorrow, and I want to be very firm when I say this, if at any point today or tomorrow we see this coin close us above this resistance here, and we can obviously use the 4-hour charts to give a better understanding just to see, but you can see where I've drawn a clear-cut resistance where this double top formation was in the 4-hour. If at any point we close above 41,000, $216. You can save that price. If we close a little bit higher up than there, maybe a full candle at 42,000, then there's a very, very, very big chance we are going to see a bigger swing, a bigger volume injection, and we may actually be able to retest $50,000 or $60,000 by the end of February. This is going to be huge. I know this sounds crazy, but it's a huge opportunity and option for the coin if it does decide to breach this resistance. Regardless of direction, we're going to be in it and making a lot of money. I know I am. So I'm definitely waiting on this call right here. If we breach this target price of $41,000, we retest it. We don't close above there tonight or tomorrow. Expect to see a short. If we close above here tonight or tomorrow, expect to see a big jump to the upside, at least retesting 50, I could say. Is it likely? I'm leaning more to the sides of a correction, as if we use this uptrend as a measurement, there's a good chance that it has probably another 2 months left, a month and a half left of this consolidation before we see any sort of movement. But that's just my take. That's pretty much going to wrap up the video. I know Ethereum is kind of still breaking out, but starting to hit resistance here. But I do think, and there's no real reason for me to look at Litecoin and Ethereum right now, mainly because, yes, it looks like Ethereum wants to head up higher, due to the fact that we did draw the percentage leap, and you can see how much we've seen so far. But we are starting to hit red. There's a good chance we can pump higher. But if we see Bitcoin pull us lower, we're going to see Ethereum, get corrected lower as well as Litecoin. So we are really riding on Bitcoin's pattern right now. We are starting to see a small correction to the downside as I'm recording this video, but I'm really spending a lot of time focusing on Bitcoin's panel or channel. If we see this correct a little bit lower, it's not a bear market. It's just a small correction that is needed as we are retesting overbought that will then pump us higher. Same thing with Bitcoin. If we hit it small, we'll dump lower, and then we'll be able to hit it on the next one. That's pretty much where my head's at with this coin, but we do look okay. As for the S&P 500, guys, we are killing it. I've invested now $18,000 into the market over the course of 2 years, investing for 2019, 2020, and now for 2021. $18,000 has been invested into the Roth IRA retirement account. And in literally, I would say since the dump, which was right here, I put in, I'll show you where I put in. I put in about I put in probably like $2,000 right here. Stupid me, 3 days or 4 days later, we saw the dump. As we were dumping, I put in probably more over here, another 2. And then I put in another 2 here. That was my 6 for 2019, my $6,000. Then I started buying on the way up. I put another 3 here and probably another, or I think I bought in all here. I put in about $6,000 here and rode this way up. So what that did is it dollar cost averages my buy-ins, obviously buying 2 on the way down, then 6,000 here, really lowered my dollar cost average. And then I put in more, I would say right here, right when we were discussing the double bottom formation leading towards a correction to the upside, I put in right around here where we retested that resistance right here. And ever since then, 3,700 and up, I've been making profit off of. So it's definitely been a huge turnout. I've seen about a 7% jump in price in literally just a couple of months. And on the $18,000 long-term investment, it's now rewarded me $3,000 in profit. And this is fully untaxed. So that's incredible. Otherwise, guys, that's pretty much going to wrap up today's video. If you are new to the channel, definitely make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, leave a giant thumbs up as this does help support the YouTube algorithm. And I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Peace.